I think that Tokyo is one of my very favourite cities, I have to say. And it has been ever since I first went there in about 1979, it was a long time ago. And I found it consistently inspiring and inventive and extreme. And I'm also fascinated by the similarity in many ways of the Japanese people to the English people, which is that they have a very old society, but they are enjoy being very silly, and that's common to both countries. And the city, I was there last about 9 months ago, and I found the city as exhilarating as I always have. So it's a great favourite of mine, and I'm trying to contrive to go back to Tokyo as often as I dare. And then Rio I've only been to very briefly many years ago, which was sort of like one's dream of a old modernist city, and it's sort of glamorous in a very special way. But I don't pretend to know it. I know a little bit more Sao Paulo, but not very well either. And the other two are Madrid and
Chicago.
Chicago. I don't like Chicago. I've never liked Chicago. I've been there about 4 or 5 times, and I find it very hard. It has all the disadvantages of New York and none of the advantages in my view. It's a very sort of hard, tough, cold, very American, middle American city. I don't like it. So my prejudices, and then Madrid I'm still getting to know. Madrid is a funny one because it doesn't have as many interesting features as I would like it to have for a city of its size, but I like the people tremendously. Whereas I think in terms of features, Tokyo and Rio are pushover, they're full of wonderful things. And some interesting people. So that's my view on those 4 cities. I hope for your sake that Madrid gets it, but I personally hope that Tokyo gets it. My favourite of the 4 cities. Terrible thing to say. I have a little group of favourite cities, and one of them, I've said, is Tokyo. One is Berlin, which I think is an absolutely fascinating city, and I always enjoy Berlin. And Los Angeles, I suppose, apart from London, which I've grown to enjoy, though I'm a provincial originally, but I've lived in London a very long time, and it grows upon you, and it has many variations of itself. It's not one city. I like cities that have many variations within them. Los Angeles is the place I feel very relaxed. It's almost my second city. And I again contrive to be there as much as I can. I've been there for more than a month this year, and intend to be there early next year. And Berlin, which is also my wife's favourite city, although she comes from Israel. And I'm going there next month, so I'm quite pleased with the places I'm going to. And they have character. They have a range of characters. Almost if you move from one piece to the other, there's a complete change of attitude, of people, of orientation, of architecture. So I think I crave cities that have within them an extremely wide range of variety, atmosphere, value systems, populations. I was surprised when I last gave a lecture here in Madrid about a year ago that there were no Asian people in the audience. And I'm not used to that, because everywhere I go, whether it's LA or London or Berlin or everywhere, there are always Asians in the audience. And it was really curious, I found. It was odd. And that tells you something about the society in a way.